Silence is often misunderstood. When a man goes quiet, people assume something is wrong. They think he's losing confidence. They think he has nothing to say. They think silence means weakness. But in many cases, silence means the opposite. A silent man is often a man who is thinking. He is observing. He is listening. He is deciding. In a world that rewards constant expression, silence looks suspicious. We've been conditioned to believe that strength is loud, that confidence explains itself, that power needs to announce its presence. But real strength doesn't rush to speak. A man who is silent is not empty. He is full of thoughts he doesn't share casually, full of boundaries he doesn't need to defend verbally, full of awareness that doesn't need applause. Most men aren't taught how to use silence. They're taught to fill it, to explain themselves, to justify their decisions, to defend their emotions. So when a man stops doing that, people get uncomfortable, because silence removes control. When a man doesn't react immediately, you can't predict him. When he doesn't explain himself, you can't manipulate the conversation. When he listens more than he speaks, you reveal more than you intended. Silence shifts the power dynamic, and not everyone is comfortable with that. A silent man is often mistaken for someone who is afraid to speak up. But weakness usually looks different. Weakness talks too much. It over-explains. It seeks approval in every sentence. Weakness fills silence with noise because it can't tolerate uncertainty. A strong man doesn't fear being misunderstood. He knows that clarity comes with time, not volume. He understands that not every thought needs to be shared. Not every emotion needs to be explained. Not every moment needs commentary. Silence is not avoidance. It's restraint. It's the ability to hold space without feeling pressured to perform. A man who is silent has learned something important. He has learned that words have weight. And when words have weight, you don't waste them. He chooses when to speak because he understands the impact of being heard. He knows that the loudest voice in the room is rarely the strongest one. Often, it's the most insecure. Silence allows a man to stay grounded. Instead of reacting emotionally, he responds deliberately. Instead of escalating conflict, he observes it. Instead of defending his ego, he protects his peace. This is why silence is often misinterpreted. Because silence doesn't feed drama. It doesn't give instant validation. It doesn't satisfy emotional hunger. And people who rely on reaction feel exposed around someone who doesn't give it. A silent man doesn't rush to correct misunderstandings. He lets people reveal themselves. He listens to what's said, and more importantly, to what isn't. Silence gives him information. It shows him who is patient, who is respectful, who needs constant reassurance, and that information shapes his decisions. This is especially true in relationships. When a man stops explaining himself constantly, it forces clarity. Some people step up, others step away, and that tells him everything he needs to know. Silence creates space for truth, space for intention, space for alignment. A man who is silent is not suppressing emotion. He is regulating it. He feels anger without exploding. He feels disappointment without lashing out. He feels hurt without begging for understanding. That kind of control is not weakness. It is discipline. In modern culture, emotional expression is often confused with emotional health. But expression without regulation leads to chaos. A silent man has learned how to process internally before reacting externally. That makes him steady, predictable in values, but not in reaction. And that steadiness creates respect, even if people don't admit it. Silence is also a form of self-respect. It's the decision not to give access to everyone. Not everyone deserves your thoughts. Not everyone deserves your vulnerability. Not everyone deserves an explanation. A man who understands this protects his inner world carefully. He doesn't share to be liked. He shares to be understood by the right people. And when someone mistakes his silence for weakness, he doesn't rush to correct them. Because strength doesn't need to convince. Silence allows a man to walk away cleanly. No arguments, no emotional bargaining, no need to win the conversation. Just clarity. That ability alone sets him apart. Because many people stay trapped in situations simply because they feel the need to explain themselves. Silence breaks that pattern. A man who is silent is comfortable not being chosen. He doesn't chase validation. He doesn't beg for attention. He doesn't negotiate his worth. He understands that the right people won't require constant explanation. They will recognize him. Silence also teaches patience. A man who doesn't rush to speak doesn't rush to decide. He gives himself time to think, time to feel, time to see reality clearly. And in a fast, reactive world, that patience looks powerful. This is why silence can feel intimidating, because it cannot be rushed. You can't force it. You can't control it. And when someone can't be controlled, they are often labeled as cold, distant, or weak. But the truth is simpler. Silence is strength without performance. It is confidence without noise. It is power that doesn't need an audience. A man who is silent is not losing his voice. He is choosing when to use it. And when he does speak, people listen, because his words are intentional, measured, real. Silence is not the absence of courage. It is the presence of control. If this message resonated with you, support the channel. Subscribe, so these conversations can continue. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, share it with them. Sometimes clarity doesn't come from advice, but from hearing the truth at the right moment.